Hello, everybody. We're starting a new live stream, and we'll see how long this goes. It's unprepared live stream. So once again, I'm doing some other things in the background as we speak, but we were getting into some of the good stuff. What was some of that good stuff? It was about the cost of living, higher taxes, higher inflation, higher cost. Are you going to be ready? We'll see how long this live stream lasts. And if it does turn off, well, then we'll just have to get something else other than EV Mux. Or do I need a new computer? Maybe that's the situation at hand as well. 2025 has started off with a little bit of disgusting display so far, but you know what? We're not going to be deterred because I'm still going to put out a message and welcome to the SSN Nation Wealthy Wednesday Night Live Stream. We were just talking about before the interruption that we had problems with higher taxes. The top 10 cities in the world, 4 of the top 10 are in the state of Illinois, not California, not the West Coast, but 4. And can you believe this is for real estate property taxes? This is significant. And a lot of people want to be homeowners. And you have to understand what comes with homeowners. You understand this. Real estate property taxes, number 1. Insurance rates, number 2. All those are arbitrary. They could be anything the government, city, county wants it to be, and the insurance companies, whatever profit they need to make or want to make. Do they care about you as the citizen? Hell no. But the point is, you should be out here buying assets. Divest yourself of debt immediately. Pay down debt ASAP. That's number 1. Number 2, paying down debt ASAP is going to be very hard for a majority of people. Why? Because you've been sold the American dream. The American dream has been buy a house. Reverse that. Get a job. Buy a house. Have some children. Get a job. Buy a house. Have some children are all liabilities. Some people would say, Eric, what do you mean? A job is a liability? If you value your time, then it's a liability because a job means you have to use your time to make the money. That is a liability. We're getting deep, ladies and gentlemen, because in 2.5 to 3 years, it's going to be bye-bye birdie for 85% of the population, even if we can get there. Why? Devaluing of currency is worldwide. There's nobody out here to protect you. Governments are not protecting you. They're protecting themselves. And I'm very happy that Laverne Penix found this live stream. Thank you so much for being here on the SSN Nation Wealthy Wednesday Night Live Stream. And Happy New Year to you, Mr. Cool and Mrs. Cool, otherwise known as Laverne Penix. Thank you for being in the house. And he says his tagline to start off 2025. Hello, SSN Nation. I hope everyone is doing well. I received a notification and he saw the trailer as well. That is very special. I don't know how they did the live stream, but we're still doing it. We ran into a problem on the first live stream, but you know what? I just restarted it. You know why? Because we do the bang bang for 2025. I'm all about some uppercuts. I'm all about some straight shots. I'm all about taking names like it used to be. Yeah, I used to be the nice guy for 5 years, but due to some recklessness going on around me and doing some things, I'm sorry, I have to be the ruthless one that I used to be. But don't worry, I'm still a nice guy. But I have to be ruthless for the ones that have not handled business appropriately. So therefore, we're coming back. And it's going to be very, very bad, because when I come back, I do the takeover. And I don't mean like the takeover 2025, relying on other people to come through. I mean takeover when I just do damage and I don't ask anybody for permission. This is what's going down, Laverne Penix. We're talking about these guys that are sitting over there collecting people's money. That's right, holding people's money, sitting there in disbelief, going, oh, I don't believe people speak bad about us because we don't do what we're going to say after frickin' 5 years. But don't worry about it, Laverne Penix. And once again, Happy New Year to everybody here. I'm just giving everybody a little precedent on what's going to go down for 2025. I said, okay, all right. And so therefore, we're trying to help people out here. Divest yourself of liabilities, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be mandatory immediately, ASAP, for 2025. Also, what's going to be mandatory? You're going to have to buy assets that make money. No matter what you do, do not engage in liabilities. What do I mean? Get a job, get a house, have children. You understand, just those three things alone means millions of dollars is out of your pocket. Some people are going to look at me like, what the hell does he mean $1 million is out of my pocket? Well, ladies and gentlemen, over the last 5 years, I've shown on the Google platform, I've shown the calculator for mortgages. Just do it yourself. The average price of a home is $440,000 a year right now and rising. Why don't you just put in $440,000 a year at around 6% interest rate for 30 years, and then just go see how much in interest you pay? Ta-da! It's double and then some. But the hidden agenda that you don't think about is, how much were the property taxes on this $440,000 property? Is it 1% a year? $4,000 a year? More than likely. So imagine 4,000 times 360. That's 36. That's 30 years. 30 years times 12 months is 360. Then keep in mind that the property taxes over 30 years have increased. But we'll just say it's that number, just so you can stay in dreamland. Now, here's the other thing. After you get past that, how much is your insurance every year? Whatever the insurance companies want it to be. But let's just be nice and just say $2,000 a year on average times 30 years. You're going to add that into the pile too, right? I'm sure. Are you getting your liabilities? You haven't even got the food yet. We haven't even gotten to the food yet. But we got real estate taxes, insurance. What else could happen? HOA maybe? Because you know you want to live in a nice neighborhood, right? HOAs telling you what to do, what color to paint your houses, making sure everything's fine. Okay, great. Well, that goes up as well. Liabilities, ladies and gentlemen, that you're thinking, according to Mr. Ramsey and a few others, just pay cash. But you do realize if you paid $440-some thousand cash, that cash cannot make any money. Again, I just said the cash cannot make any money. Why? Because you are actually paying double for the house or condo or townhome, and you're happy about it. But you think that because inflation kicked in and the house now costs more, you believe, guess what? That you are ahead. You just dismiss all the payments that you've been making besides your mortgage and the interest and your property taxes and the insurance. And when something breaks down, you just dismiss it as like it didn't happen. But you understand, as an investor, all of your cost is a return on ROI. So you can't dismiss it because you're the CEO of your life. Start acting like it post haste, as in 2025. You have no return, ladies and gentlemen. You just don't get to bury your head in the sand anymore, thinking that investing in the stock market is going to save you. Totally. It ain't going to happen. Because what happens if the stock market goes down like it always does, generally every 14, 15 years or so? There's a serious crash situation. Well, it's overdue. So then you need an asset, not just a home. A home's not an asset, that's a liability. Adding more children in the mix is a liability. Having a job that doesn't give you the cost of living increase of 10% or more is a liability. Because inflation is a lie. Victor Marrero, sorry. Post-retirement travel, Happy New Year, and welcome to the SSN Nation Wealthy Wednesday live stream. Hello, all is his tagline. Let's do this. That's what we're trying to do here, Victor Marrero. I'm giving the dire warning, day 1, 2025. I'm not sugarcoating like I never do. And this getting more serious as the days go by. Because as we devalue the currency, debase the currency in reality, just remember one thing for day 1. All currency goes to zero, ladies and gentlemen. I will say this again. If you find out when the United States gained world currency, then you might start thinking, how did it happen? Because people came to agreements. Then, after the 1940s, just 30 years, less than 30 years later, in order to keep things going in the United States, they had to take us off of the gold standard. So, as you guys know, gold, silver, precious metals, instead of the little kibbles and bits sprinkling of getting some, you might want to start getting a little bit more now. Now we have to get prepared for the worldwide global economy to take over officially over the next 3 to 5 years or sooner. Now, gold, silver, precious metals. Remember I say sprinkle a little bit, get a little bit in? Well, you're going to have to up that. So get rid of your debt. If you need to get rid of your debt, first of all, we do have debt solutions for you where you can get rid of your debt in 2 to 3 years. I'm just saying, it is possible. Hold on a second. Let me get Tracy's email information if you need to get rid of some debt. It's going to take you 2 years, 3 years, like I said. Let me see if I can get her email. Let me see if I still have it here. No, I don't have it. Wait, I should have it. It's Tracy at, I can't remember the actual name that I need for the global. Resolve Finance, that's it. Here it is in the chat room, ladies and gentlemen. You want to wipe your debt out? Then this is what you do. You send her an email. Let her know you're from SSN Nation. Eric sent you. So that way you get rid of your debt one way or another. And why? Because they do debt resolution by contacting the debtors, and you have to enter into a payment plan where that can get reduced. You pay a lower rate. Your credit will be jacked for a minute, but you don't need credit right now, ladies and gentlemen. Just say no to additional credit because that's an IOU that you will not be able to pay back. And it's going to be used against you later, because if your credit is not going to be good and you need it, it's all going to be too late, because credit you will not be able to get anyhow, and you won't be able to get it outside of the USA either, which you need to be worldwide right now. You can't just limit yourself to just being an American or just being in the EU or just being wherever you are watching this. Whatever country you're in, your currency will be in trouble. If the United States, heaven forbid, if people call up and say, hey, you know what? All that gold that you're saving and reserving for us, I think I want it. Similar to when Venezuela called up Britain, England, and said, hey, send us our gold reserves, please. You know what England said? I don't think so. You're damn right I don't think so, because they don't have the reserve based on their currency. You got that right. Go look it up. Go Google. You'll understand what I'm saying. But there's going to be a run on the United States as well. Send us our gold. U.S. is going to be like, oh, no, 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 no. I'm sorry. We'll send 10% to you maybe. But hell no, we're not emptying our vaults over here. We got your money. Sound familiar? Just like a bank, we got your money. You want to take your money out? Make an appointment. You want 50 G's? Come back in a week or whenever we're ready for you. So we can take somebody else's pot of money like it's a Ponzi scheme so we can give it to you. You guys understand what I'm saying yet? It's 2025. The gloves have come off. Bing, bing, boom. We're coming out, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we have to do. But there you go. Tracy, Resolve, post-retirement travel. I got to say one thing. Is this the name that you're going to use on social media? Because Mo Better is the one that said, hey, you should give a shout out to post-retirement travel. But hold on. I was sitting there saying, well, I don't know if that's the actual name yet. Is that the name you're going to use on Mr. Worldwide Travel Club? Let me know, because it should be almost that time. It's January. That means you're going on that Mr. Worldwide and Mrs. Worldwide World Tour. So are we going to go with post-retirement travel? The ones that you're going to have the drones up, the ones that you're going to actually do some camera work and show people as you go over to Asia, as you go over to the EU, as you go all over in the Caribbean. Let me know, man, because, you know, we got to promote our own, right? That's what we have to do. All right, here we are. Victor Morrell says, ready to bust the cash register in 2025. We have no choice. Got some BTC from Robinhood. Oh, by the way, BTC as well. And today, as a token of appreciation, can't complain for free coins. You never can. But this is what we were telling people last year, Victor Morrell. You were especially telling them. And you were saying, go over there and get that Robinhood gold. Get in touch with them so we can get the 4 to 5% APY for money or dollars sitting in there. Get that free crypto and get that free dividend money. It's even more important now, ladies and gentlemen. 2025 is here. Higher taxes. It's going down. Everything's going down. And I don't mean going down as in down. I mean going down like it's going to happen. All right? Now, don't be confused out here. Victor Morrell is exactly right. Gold, silver, precious metals, BTC, ETH, all of that is better than this paper funny money, which is monopoly money. They have us fooled. But don't be fooled, because they've never had you fooled. But get yourself rid of your debt ASAP if you can. You need to be liquid and making your cash work for you beyond 1, 2, 3, 4, 5%. Can't take any risks, ladies and gentlemen, other than you have your duffel bag of cash and you have those precious metals and some crypto in your holdings. Something that people cannot take away from you that is worth something worldwide. So I ask you, if the US dollar goes to hyperinflation, US dollar goes to deflation, what happens against the rest of the world? What are you going to do if your dollar bill is no good? But your gold and silver will be good. Your crypto will be good. There you go. Just keep that in mind. Here we are. Post-retirement travel. I know, right? I was thinking of something shorter, but I think I'm making harder than what it is. Exactly. I may just stick to that name. It's just a name, and it has 2 key words: retirement and travel. You are exactly right. The 2 key words: post-retirement and travel. Post-retirement travel. There we go. We all like it. So therefore, I can use one of your other names when I go on the Mr. Worldwide Tour in about a year and a half. That would be cool, right? I'm just saying. But yeah, all the way around, all names were good. Post-retirement travel works as well. So therefore, he says he thinks he's going to go with it. Go over there and subscribe early, ladies and gentlemen. He has the drone ready. He has the videos ready. He has speakers ready, I'm sure. So while he's out there lounging, chilling, relaxing, going around on the tour, eating, and I don't know if he drinks, but eating, drinking, having fun all over the world while it's crumbling somewhere that he's not, positioning himself for everything we just talked about. That's right. Everything I just mentioned, post-retirement travel is holding. That's what you should be thinking about, ladies and gentlemen. Property outside the United States, check. Crypto outside the United States, Check. Real estate, properties, the same thing. Outside the United States, check. Travel around the world and keep your investment eyes open. Check. Crypto, check. Gold, silver, check. Precious metals, check. And getting rid of debt, check. Those are the things we have to check off, ladies and gentlemen, in 2025. And your way of thinking has to change. Because again, I just looked up today my neighborhood that I last lived in, not the one with the high-end property, the last one. Normal neighborhood, the one where homes that are 2,000 square feet should cost about $250,000 in California or $300,000. But no, I go look today because I got a notification from Zillow saying, hey, here's how much prices are where you used to live. I said, okay, let me go see. I'm expecting, but when you see numbers like $635,000, $750,000, you're thinking, oh, okay, that's nice. They must be talking about maybe a 4,500 square foot house, 4,000 square foot house. I looked at the square footage and I could not believe what I was looking at. 1,700 square foot home for $625,000? I was like, I thought it was a misprint. So I stayed calm. I said, okay, no problem. I see something over here for $732,000. And then I saw a 2,100 square feet. I was like, are you kidding me right now? I'm like, this is in Cali. I'm thinking, oh my God. If this is what's happening, this is insane. So then I said, you know what? Let me go around here and start looking out for some other things. I said, let me just go check, see what else is happening out here. So then I get this, and this may take us out of the screen because this is what happened when we had a live stream going, and this is what started the glitching. Soon as I showed this right here, things started glitching. It got out of control, ladies and gentlemen. It may happen again, but we're going to try and see if it does not. We'll see what happens on this stream. Here it is. It shows up. It's no glitch so far because we're going to the top 10 property taxes cities. 4 of the top 10 most costly property taxes in the country are in Illinois. Number 1. Peoria, Illinois. It's not California, ladies and gentlemen. Percent of property taxes in relation to home's value. Can you understand 2.64%? I don't. Jesus Christ. Look at this. The median home in Peoria is $169,000. But look at this. 2.64% for homeowners with the mortgage. The amount they paid per year in property taxes equal $4,455. Oh my God. 30. Let me get a calculator. Let me get a calculator. Just in case somebody's thinking they're getting way, way, way ahead after 30 years. I just want to see what 330 times 4,455. And keep in mind, this is going to go up gradually. The price, the value of your home. So that means it's not all static. It's not $4,455 for 30 years. That's $133,000 plus whatever they're going to add on top of that over the next few years. That's going to go up clearly. Or the value of your home is going to go up. So therefore, you're going to pay more is what I'm getting at. So add on about $133,000 and keep the tally rolling. Because after your house is free and clear, you're still going to owe this 5 or 6 or 7 grand by the time 30, it's going to be double by the time 30 years goes by. 8 G's a year. All right. Look at number 2, Rockford, Illinois. 2.46%. Waterbury, Connecticut, 2.39% on everybody on podcast. Syracuse, New York, 2.36. Albany, New York, 2.34. New Jersey, Patterson, what? 2.31%. Are we serious right now? How are they doing this? Look at this. Elgin, Illinois, 2.23. Aurora, Illinois, 2.21. Rochester, New York, 2.19. Look at this. Pearland, Texas is number 20 at 2.16. Hey, I thought Texas was supposed to be cheap. Come on now. I thought Texas was supposed to be cheap out here. What's happening? This is 2.16. The only non-East Coast city in the top 10. Pearland has a median home value of $364,000. Oh my God. And the homeowners with the mortgage pay a median of $7,800 in property taxes. Holy smokes, for a 300. You know, all you guys in Austin, Texas right now, I know you're hating life because you guys caused the price of those homes to go up over there, and you're buying these homes for $700, $1 million. Now look at you, paying $20,000 a year in taxes. This is what happens, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you have to divest yourself of these liabilities. And house is not a liability, is not an asset. It's a liability, like I've been saying for 5 years. Some of you have listened, some of you don't. But how do we change all that? Well, we do the other thing. We say, okay, we're going to rent it out. We'll do Airbnb. We'll have our business own it. We'll do all these other things so we can get a tax write-off for all of this nonsense. 100% tax write-off, by the way. So this is what we have to do. We have to get you guys in position to win, right? That's how it works. We have to get you in position to win. We can't have you out here losing. So that's what we do. All right. It looks like we have a stable environment right now. This is awesome. It looks like we're Showtime. It looks like we're on Showtime. Okay. So some of you are still having this visions of grandeur out here, right? Okay. How about this? How about this? You say, hey, Eric, this won't happen to me. We're all good. We're lovely, Eric. Wherever we're at, we're good. Okay. Look at this. Not on the list, but look at this. Minneapolis Land Trust homeowners shocked by big property tax increases. These articles are courtesy of Mr. Dividend. He sent them to me today. 2025, I'm going to be making videos and talking about some of this stuff, separate videos. So that could happen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos per day. I don't know about all that, but there could be multiple videos per day because we're not monetized. We're demonetized now. That's right. You knew it was coming sooner or later. Minneapolis Land Trust homeowners shocked by big property tax increases. I kept trying to tell you, these are not assets. You are the customer. You are the money maker for the city, for the state, for the corporation, so they can increase the prices anytime. This is in Minneapolis. Look at this. Homeowners across Minnesota are facing a bump in their property taxes for the next year. City Council approved a levy increase of about, oh my, does that really say 7%? Guess what else is going to happen? But owners of land trust houses in Minneapolis are facing a bigger shock. Property tax bill increases of more than 40%. Uh-oh. We have a problem. We have a huge problem. Zeke was in his 20s working at a school, not making enough money to buy a house in the open market, but they qualify for help from the City Lakes Community Land Trust. They said it's the reason they stayed in Minneapolis. Oh, this is how it always works. Hold on now. Hold on. I got to come back on screen. You guys know this is how it always works. So first, you're in dire need. Then they say, oh, we have a bailout. Not really a bailout, but we have a situation for you because we know you can't afford this. So what are we going to do? We're going to make it affordable. Almost like a drug dealer saying, here, take a little bit of taste of this. It won't hurt you. You'll just make you party a little better. And then after you party a little better, now all of a sudden you're fiending. You're like, oh my God, where can I get some more of this stuff? Well, see, that's what happens when people believe homes are assets. You start fiending, oh my God, I better get myself a house because I'll never be able to afford one somewhere else or nothing. So you join the party. They gave you a bailout, so to speak. But after the bailout, once they have you hooked, all of a sudden they say, oh, we're going to drop the hammer on them. And that's what they're doing over there in Minneapolis right now on those land trusts. They said, we're going to drop the hammer. And now look at you, because now you're fiend. You were happy. And now they have you right where they want you because, as you say in this article, I could not afford anywhere else. So if you can't afford anywhere else, then that means you're going to have to pay this if you plan on staying here. And oh, by the way, if you don't pay that, then yeah, we might want to put liens up against your house, liens up against your bank accounts. We're going to try and get that money from you. That's what they're out here doing, ladies and gentlemen. Now you understand what I've been talking about for the last 5 years. All right. The Cities of Lakes Community Land Trust serves Minneapolis. It's one of the 14 community land trusts around the state. Chip in money to help income qualified applicants cover the cost of a house. In return, the trust retains ownership of the land. Do you understand how this has worked out now? When homeowners sell, they get back their equity plus 25% of profit. But if you default, they still have the land. And by the way, that house sits on their land. We'll get into that another day, which I don't really like talking about land trusts because it's two separate ownerships. And again, people think they have assets when they really don't. All right, the rest of the money stays with the trust. That keeps the home affordable. Homeowners agree to sell to other income qualified buyers. You know, this income qualified buyers, that actually is everybody. Come on. But now you're paying a 40% increase in taxes. Got you right where they wanted you. I'm just saying, jacking the customer, just like old times. All right, enough about that because, again, it's kind of disgusting out here. There's no green in the background post-retirement travel. No money's being made in 2025. You're going to have to buy the assets. You're going to have to buy the ones nobody can take away from you. Either that duffel bag of cash, which goes down in value as you're holding it, that's the cash, or you have to go get assets such as gold, silver, precious metals, crypto, Bitcoin and Ethereum, and outside of the country you're in. So some people may say, hey, Eric, I live in the EU. I want to get something in the USA. Some people may say, I'm in the USA, but I'm going to DR. Some people may say, I'm going to Thailand. Some people may say, I'm going wherever. Philippines. Okay, fine. All I'm saying is diversification worldwide is not going to be a bad thing. If something happens one place, you have a bailout in another place. If something happens in two places, you're going to have a third option by having diversified yourself with multiple assets. Now, hopefully everybody's listening because it's about to get real out here in less than 3 years. T-minus 2 years, 11 months. I'm just saying. All right. I find this a little hilarious, but not really. It's scary out here. Now, let's see here. I took that off, so we'll get... No. I want to keep that. Hold on a second. Because here it is. We have more to discuss. Something else has come up that is disgusting because, again, remember you're keeping your money in a bank? Well, how about another bank executive taking people's money? I know. Some of you are like, just like to stay like in denial, thinking all is good. Well, it's not. Here it goes, ladies and gentlemen. Here you go. Here it is. Let's go look at this right now. Let's see. When's it coming up? Here we go. It takes a little seconds off. You know what? I might just go live without doing any presets because this is more stable this way. All right. Look at this. Bank executive allegedly drains $4 million from customers' accounts in 11-year scheme. 11 years. 11 years. Can you believe this? William Shane Garrow, allegedly, a senior VP, private banker, fired early this year, embezzling 4.27 mil from at least 16 customer accounts, funneling the funds to himself. How did he do it? He wrote a cashier's check to himself? What the heck? How the hell does this work? He was hired in 2007, committing the crime, allegedly, September 9, 2012, and continued all the way till April 2024. He's accused of draining customers' accounts. I know. Isn't this crazy? He's also alleged to have written false cashier's checks for clients' accounts and made them payable to himself. If a client noticed discrepancies, Garrow simply told him there was some sort of error and the BOK would correct it. Says in an affidavit. My. Okay. Well, there you go. How many times do we have to watch this go down where executives... Remember when Wells Fargo and their employees were opening up accounts in their customers' names? They got fined. Remember that? It was only like 5 years ago or so, 6 years ago. And they still do it. Remember B of A? They were doing the same thing. JP Morgan, when their executives, same thing. Siphoning off funds from customers. Customers. Are you really a customer? Are you really a customer, ladies and gentlemen? You're not a customer. You're a victim. All right. Enough of that today. It's 2025. It's a wake-up call for you. Day 1, get rid of debt. Day 2, buy up all the freaking assets you can. An asset is not cash. All right? Assets pay you while you sleep. We've been saying this for 5 years. Now I have to say it with a little bit more authority because, unfortunately, we don't want the SSN Nation members hurt. But that's why you have to get rid of the debt. You have to buy more assets with that debt. When you get rid of your debt, you have more disposable income. Now you need to buy gold, silver, precious metals, crypto, and some asset that gives you back money. All right? Now, there's still going to be people making money in the world. There's still going to have people out here having jobs. Those people are going to continue to buy liabilities. So therefore, you should have businesses that people want to spend liabilities on. Just saying. All right. Here we are. Joe Nay is here, a.k.a. JP. Welcome. And Happy New Year to you and your family as well. Thank you so much for being here on the SSN Nation Wealthy Wednesday night live stream. And he brings his tagline, what's good, SSN? You know it's good when you're here, man. Started the year off with dividend reinvestment. Oh, yes, I love to hear that. I love the smell of winning in the SSN Nation. Saw the trailer, got the notifications, and just smashed that like button. He gave a 3-piece, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for this, Joe Nay. And again, ladies and gentlemen, he is another investor. He's doing the talk, walking the walk, and he does have residency in another location in the world. An asset. This asset means we can do business elsewhere, unimpeded. I like it. An asset. A secondary place that you can stay is going to be very, very important over the next 2.5 years plus. Just keep that in mind. That's why a lot of people have the fortunate ways of being able to move around the world. And Joe Nay has secured his other asset. All right, Brian P., Mr. Dividend is here. Happy New Year and welcome to the SSN Nation Wealthy Wednesday night live stream. Another investor is here. He's using the Yield Max ETFs to the utmost. Thousands of shares, thousands of dollars per month coming in from his dividend investments and winning. I love the smell of all the winning here. Yes, I love it very well. And thank you for sending me those articles. I've been going over some of them. He says his tagline this evening. I got the notification and he saw the trailer. And everybody, give it the One Piece as well. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Max. Yes, they did give out some cashola. Max week 1 dividend announcement coming out tomorrow morning. Monday is payday. That's right. Don't worry, I am not counting the days. Victor Marrero. He's like, I'm not counting, but I'm counting. I hear you, man. Every week, yield max. That's right. Yield max ETFs, ladies and gentlemen. Why mag, why max? But again, we need a total blanket of assets. Now, the gold and silver precious metals, they don't give you any return. But as the meltdown of the global economy continues to happen because America controls it, currencies are going to run amok. Therefore, that's good for gold and silver holders and precious metal holders because those have a worldwide currency to them. That's all I'm going to say. All right, make sure you have your duffel bag of cash, your safe of precious metals somewhere in the world. All right? And the safe better not be with a holder. Okay, let me say something. There's people who buy gold and silver and then they take them down to a vault. I'm just going to say once again, a vault held by somebody else, not your money. Once you hand it over and put it in a vault, and I'm not referring to a bank, I'm referring to those private industry vaults. Once you hand your gold, silver, precious metals, assets, and anything else over to somebody else, a third party, it's no longer yours. Okay? I want to make a great distinction here because there's some people that think just because the millionaires and billionaires put their money in a vault, that vaults have never been robbed by governments. It has. Even here in the United States. You got Google, please use it. It's already happened. So, some of you may be saying, yep, I'll take my gold and silver down to this so-called gold and silver vault place. But the Federal Reserve, the Federal Marshals, FBI, they're looking for that bandit, that bad guy. But because the vaults are generally unknown of who people are, well, they just got to open up all of them. They just take them all. And then they want you to prove that whatever you say was in your vault is in your vault in order to get it back after they stole your stuff. How do you love America? All right. That's what goes down, ladies and gentlemen. It's kind of funny. You tell people this stuff and they just look at you like, nah, that don't happen. Okay. Find out, F around, find out later. In fact, F around, find out later. I like that. Forget the F around and find out. Later part is the problem. All right? Okay, Brian P., he says, you are welcome, Eric. Yeah, man. Thank you. This was great information because I was able to talk about it earlier. And a lot of people, they don't know that what we were talking about before, that 4 out of the top 10 priciest places for property taxes are in the state of Illinois. And it was, of all places, like Peoria, Rockford, crazy. And then Jersey, crazy. New York, upstate New York, all over 2%. Oh my. Even Texas, the only East Coast city, Pearland, Texas, also over 2% for property taxes. By the way, California is not 2%, nor is it 1.9, 1.8, 1.7, but it is about 1.6. It's kind of funny how the perception of where the governments and where people and city and states go, don't live so-and-so place, it's expensive. Yeah, you're right. It could be expensive. But I do know this. I pay less in property taxes than everybody else does. Damn near. Insurance, less than everybody damn near. But gas, it's always like 30% more than everywhere else, which is kind of wild because in Cali, you have to travel. They don't make commuter type cities. You don't go from Sac to 90 miles away to San Francisco on a high speed train system. Hell no. You got to go on the bus or you got to hit some Amtrak with the funky trip. And that's not conducive. But if they had high speed and you're paying higher prices, that might make a little bit of sense. But they don't have that. So that means it's costly to travel because they say, okay, $5.50 for premium gas, $4.20 for regular gas. Meanwhile, other states are damn near $1.50 less on all fronts. So it's kind of crazy. But anyhow, that's how they have you because you're driving around in a liability, which is a car. But I won't get into that right now because it's 2025. We want you guys to win. How are you going to win? Reduce your debt, buy assets that pay you. And you're going to have to get a little bit of more, not just a little kibbles and bits of gold, silver, and crypto. You're going to have to start getting a little bit more, ladies and gentlemen, because the rest of the world is in on it. What do I mean by in on it? The rest of the world's doing the same thing. So the values of those are going to continue to rise. That's why. All right? Make it nice and simple for you. All right? Victor Marrero, post-retirement travel. Go over there. Sign up with him, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Subscribe. He's about to go on his Mr. Worldwide tour. I think we'll see a nice pump on the market in the next 2 weeks. Too many folks sitting on the side and ready to deploy their duffel bags, especially now after closing 2024 tax year. Be ready, team. I agree with you, but only pay attention because there's something happening that is unusual. When the Federal Reserve says we're not going to reduce interest rates, that should have cautionary tale. They said twice now, not four like they previously said. That means they're anticipating inflation. And that also means there could be some problems with the economy. That also could mean a domino effect. So be very, very careful. This is why I like dividends at this point. The stock price, though, might take a hit. That's the only problem with the dividend functions. But I will take a hit if I can get a 60, 70% return on the money. And even if the stock itself takes a 20% hit, we can live with that, right? We can easily live with that because we will have an overall reduction of the stock price, but at the same time, though, we'll get that 100% back that we invested, or 60% of what we invested. So we'll have a net gain. That's how you have to think about it. Yes, we're ready, though. Victor Marrero, we're ready. We're getting everybody ready. Because again, go see Tracy at resolvefinance.com. You want your debt wiped out in about 2 years or less? Then go see her. Or email her, Tracy, Tracy, at Resolve Finance. That's all you have to do. It's that simple. It's not that hard. And we have Amula Sari, D True, and Steve Anthony Holden Jr. on the Instagram. I see you guys out there. Happy 2025. The new year is here. We're throwing down. We're back to the way it used to be. Take no prisoners, because we want everybody to win. Rising tide needs to lift all the boats. We can't leave you guys stranded out here because only some of us are going to survive this next tsunami that's going to hit worldwide. Post-retirement travel also then chimed in on Instagram. I love it. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you being on both of the networks. And everybody on Twitch, Happy New Year to you. Everybody on the SSN Nation podcast, Happy New Year to you. Make sure you download some of these podcasts from the past. But 2025, day one. You know what? I think I'm going to count off day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. Because that's what it's going to seem like. A bad movie's going to go down. And some people would say, how bad can it be? Well, it's not going to be bad for everybody because some people have assets that pay them. Right? And then we have other people who don't want to pay. That's who I'm coming after in 2025 because some people owe me money. And it just dawned on me. Some more money's out there that somebody owes me. And I kind of get a little upset about it when I start thinking people owe me like 4, 5, 6, 7 G's. 20 G's, 30 G's, 40 G's, 50 G's combined, all of a sudden 70, 80. I'm like, hold on a second. I've been just nonchalantly like going through this, but I'm sorry. I got to start taking names down now. I have to go see some people. You know what I told my dad? I said, hey, he goes, what's going on? I said, oh, nothing. I said, I just realized that there's some money out there that people actually owe me, and they've talked to me and haven't even said nothing about it. And it ain't like $500 either. It ain't even like 1,000. It ain't even like 15. It's not even 2,000. It's more than this. So he says, so what does that mean? I said, I don't have time for that right now because we have to go through this probate and we got to end all this and get this all handled. But I said, after that, in about 4 months, I said, they got 4 months. After 4 months, it's my party, how I handle things. Then we'll see how they're going to handle things in response. But we're about to go find out what is going on. I wasn't always a business guy. Come on now. I think we'll see a nice pump. Yes, we will see a nice pump. I wasn't always a nice little business guy. I was a nice little business guy. But associations. All business guys have associations. You guys don't want to see me when I'm mad. All right, just letting everybody know because day one. It's almost like the purge is coming. That's what I feel like right now. The purge is coming. Here we go, post-retirement. Oh no, reach out and say hello. That's right. That's exactly right. Exactly. And oh, you know what? I almost feel like, I'm not even Muslim, right? Or Islamic. I'm none of that. But when you have a war with somebody, you actually go see them. You say, hey, I have a problem. You see them face to face. You don't do it over the internet. You go see people. You come in touch. I have that same policy. I've always had that policy. If we're going to have an issue, I come tell you. I speak to you. I try to say, hey, man, why don't we just resolve this like gentlemen? And then when you don't, then I say, okay, fine. Because I revel in the bad. I just try to hide it. But I try to temper myself. I don't like going over that bridge. But I'm going over the bridge in 2025 because some of these people need to be eliminated. And I'm going to eliminate them more than one way. That's the only funny part about this whole thing. So wake up and smell the roses. You got 4 months. And some of you may be watching this knowing who I'm talking about. You got 4 months. I'm just giving you the social media warning. But don't worry, I'm still going to see you in person. So just saying. And I'm not going to be as nice as I've been over the last few years either. So we'll see how this all plays out. All right. Soldiers, get ready. Oh, I love this. It's like stand back and stand by. I love that. Some people don't understand what that means, but some people do. Stand back, stand by. Don't worry. I got you. You're going to be suited, booted, and we're going to be rolling. All right? But we got 4 months for people to come to their senses. After 4 months, then we're going. All right? So, let's go. Let's go. Let's see what else we got. Have a good feeling about our projects in 2025. I was my brother's new apartments at Conner Rock Star, and it's beautiful. He's closing next month. Victor Morero, you never did say, what does your brother have? He has Conner Rock Star. We got to talk about this because we're talking about, do you know when you say closing, so he's been already delivered, right? They said, okay, it's delivered to you. You have either 60 to 90 days to close. Are you privy to the process? That's what I really want to know. The process of him closing. There's a difference. If he's paying cash, then there's no real process. If he's going to pay getting a loan, that's more of what people would want interest in. If you know that information, that would be greatly. But what unit does he own at Conner Rock? Is it a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom? Is it the penthouse unit? Do you know how much he spent? And what is he going to do with it? Is he going to put it on the Airbnb market, short-term rental market, VRBO? Is there any restrictions or anything that has come upon Conner Rock properties yet? I would like to know. Other people may want to know as well who's in that same vein. That would be very nice. All right. We also have Mr. and Mrs. Cool, who their project, the Wave, has said first phase could possibly be delivered at the end of this year. Now, the Wave, I haven't seen too many pictures, so we don't know the progress. But what we saw 3, 4 months back did not look like 1 year out. We just have to call it like we see it. All right. It appeared more than 1 year out. They're still doing hand to hand combat. Just saying. All right. Now, if anybody has anything else they want to discuss, please do so now. Make sure you smash that Mizel Perez Torres. I see you. Thank you so much for being on Instagram as well. Make sure you guys go over to Instagram to Stop Struggling Now and hit that follow button. No matter where you are, the follow button, the heart button, the like button, subscribe buttons. Make sure you guys do that no matter where you are. Go to the bottom of the description box. Oh, well, sorry. It's not going to be there, unfortunately. I just realized where we're at. It's not going to be there. I forgot because I started a new stream. And I want to thank everybody for joining me. That's right. They were blocking us. They said, oh, hell no. He can't talk about this tonight because this is day one. Oh, no. We're going to be talking about this all year because I need you guys divested of these liabilities because it's going to come back to haunt you. It's already started. All the people who thought the condos, the villas, the townhomes, real estate, and they said, oh, I want to, you know what's happening right now? Even my youngest daughter is saying she wants to buy a house. She says because all of the money that they're spending on rent, she's like, man, but I want to have a house. She goes, the rent. I said, you know what? At least you have options. If you buy a house and the property tax guy says there's a special assessment this year, you got to pay an extra $4,000. Or they just say, well, your property taxes was $4,000. Now it's going to be $6,000. Your insurance says, I'm sorry, your insurance is no longer $1,000. It's $2,000 per year. You automatically have an increase in price. Yes, if you rent, the renter, as the owner, the renter, he says, well, it's going to cost you an extra $400 this year or $250, whatever the case may be per month. But at least you have an option where you can say, I'm out. You can move. You can do whatever you have. You have options that way. You may not be getting the equity that you feel you should be getting. This is true. But at the same time, if there's an implosion, which is probably going to happen in, like I said, 3 years now, then it's going to be bad. Then you go buy something like a liability like that because property values have to come down. Nobody can afford these $600,000, $500,000 pads, right? Come on. Let's stop playing with ourselves out here. All right. Anyhow, let me get back to the business at hand. Period. Tiz Torres. I see you also on Instagram. Make sure you hit the follow buttons, everybody. Don't let anybody out there stop you. We're at 939 followers. We seem to be in the 930s right now. We just can't bolt out. Also, I was saying down below in the description box, which again, I'm going to have to go do something because there is no down below in the description box. But I had several things on the previous live stream in that description box. And I had beachfrontjava.com. Our own Professor Auntie Val and family has coffee and tea, premium coffee and tea. And you go to beachfrontjava.com. And then what do? You use the promo code SSN Lifestyle when you order. I noticed I said when you order. Go over there and show some love. Coffee, tea, and so many different varieties. Use the SSN Lifestyle, all caps, all one word, and get a discount for life after your first order. All shipping is free inside the United States for the beachfrontjava.com. Okay, premium blend from Indonesia, Africa, Central America, South America. That's where they make the best beans in the world. She has the coffee from those locations and my campfire brew. I got to make a new order actually because I'm almost out. It won't be this week though or next week. It'll probably be, I'll be out in about 2.5, 3 weeks. So now I'll have to do a new order for my campfire brew because I like a little bit of that hot chocolate smell. All right. Just letting you guys know, I don't really drink coffee that often. But then I started checking out some, things about how to help people be a little more cognitive. And I find out coffee is good for the brain, apparently. I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. I don't even really drink coffee. But you know what? As I'm getting older, I have to drink some more coffee. All right, let's see here. I wonder. I don't think that happened. You know, I'm just gonna go check something. I don't think maybe it did. Could this probably the new live stream? Could that possibly put some things down below in the description box on YouTube for the new live stream? Let's go see. I'm checking this out as we speak because this would be pretty. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay, so this is a whole new live stream, not the other one. Oh, man, come on. Are you serious right now? Oh, there we go. Okay. So if anybody, well, after I do this, I have some things down below, such as our SSN Lifestyle Punta Cana Investors Forum, May 13th, 14th, and 15th. If you're on YouTube, you're going to have to refresh the page. That's the only way you're going to be able to see it because I just added it. So you'll have a link where you can actually go sign up. And it's $199.99 right now, but it's a real estate Punta Cana Investors Forum, May 13th, 14th, 15th. Make sure you get your tickets now. The first 5 people pay that price. After it goes over 5, it goes up $50 per person. I would love to see you, love to join. Have you join us for, we go see lawyers, of course. We go talk to people. We go to brokers. We go check out some real estate investments. And then we go, you can yourself go to the banks and open up bank accounts. So then that way you start having a rapport outside of the United States. All right. If you want to buy something, $120,000 for a 1-bedroom condo inside Vista Cana is available right now. There's only one left at Seven Palms Elite. After that, it's 125 at Seven Palms Elite. It does not include White Line. White Line is your air conditioners and appliances. It does not include that. So you're going to have to spend about $10,000 to get that to your place. So you've already figured out there's a $10,000 additional cost, but it's inside Vista Cana. If you don't know what that is, we'll be talking about that. I'll be making some more videos, but I won't be doing too much promotions for some of the people over there, but I will be doing promotion for Seven Palms because they already started building on their Seven Palms Beach luxury for delivery in 2026. It's next year. Yeah, they already started doing something on their property. A year and a half to almost 2 years is their delivery. They have already started, so that's a good sign. All right, not the same year, 2 years ahead. Because remember, I have to clarify, I'm giving everybody the grace of delivery plus 180 days, 6 months, because all contracts have the delivery date plus 180 days. So that's 6 months. So I have to give her, I didn't even think about it before, but that's when I'm going to give grace for everybody. But this thing about 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years later is kind of ridiculous. Just say what it is, right? Okay, so I'm over here on the second one live stream. There's another one. So hopefully people have found us on this new one. I see you guys have, and I appreciate you guys finding it because that probably also means that YouTube sent out a notification. The email that was sent out has the old link, not the new link. So that could be a problem as well. But I'm doing some things in the background because that's what we do here. We started off the new year with some problems, but this live stream is not a problem. And I'm going to think I'm doing some other things in the background that you guys hopefully will not mind. And you know what? I haven't even, what's interesting is I haven't even lost, ooh, what's this? Oh, 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 that's interesting. Wow. Okay. All right. Oh my, there's all kind of things down here I don't want to see. Wow. Oh, how did this happen? All right. Everybody that wants to reduce their debt, down below in the description box. Smart credit also is there if you want to improve your credit. Go down there and get that. Wow. I want the bankers, the lawyers. Okay. All right. Okay, what happened? What happened here? Oh man, damn it. What? There's not. Oh, I see. Okay, there we go. What's going on here? This is interesting. What happened? Oh man. No. Well, I guess something happened. Oh well. All right. Let me know if there's anything you guys want to talk about or discuss because it's day one. 2025. And when Mo sees this on replay, if he sees it, I'm very proud of him. He said he bought some YieldMax ETFs today. He said he's all in, which is awesome. So if anybody doesn't understand, that means you need to get your own brokerage account. If you don't already, go to Robinhood and Webull. The link is down below in the description box. And you get free shares of stock when you sign up. All right. One stock from Robinhood. You could get several stocks at Webull. Sign up for both. All right. Both have valuable information nowadays. So please sign up for both. That would help you out greatly. Also, let's see. I can actually put a trailer in here. That's weird. Okay, well, we'll put an SSN Lifestyle trailer back in. Apparently, there was something that just showed up by itself. Interesting. That's new. That's different. Oh, I'll throw this one down. Let's see if it'll allow me to save it. Yes, it maybe. We'll see. All right, having a little bit of fun on the first day of the year. Okay, let's see. Post-retirement travel. The retiree, he has a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, first floor swim up, and his furniture is being delivered this month. He paid $120K, which was reasonable back in the day, and the few they have left are now selling for $276. He will be using a management company. Okay, Victor Marrero, I like that so far. The management company, he can pick himself. Please tell me that is true. I'm pretty sure it is at Rock. They don't have a restriction because I can tell by the listings that it's several people, but it's been weird listings out there now. So I don't know if it's consolidated or they require something, but this is cool. That would be good. As long as there's no restrictions, we're happy. Everybody's happy. All right. 276. Well, that's what they're selling it for. I know somebody that's selling a 1-bedroom, 199 fully furnished there, but it's not at Rock Star. 1-bedroom, 1-bath. Yes. Okay. What about the funding though? Is he getting a bank to do it? Do you know anything about it? If he's doing the bank, that's what I want to know about is if the procedure, if he told you the procedure with the bank, does he have to get an appraisal? Most people are telling me they had to get an appraisal, which I was like, well, that's subjective the way they do things over there. So I guess it's going to appraise properly. And they're saying it's $276,000, but whatever it's worth doesn't really matter unless you're going to sell it. So if he's not going to sell it, then the value is irrelevant because he has HOAs. Now you have property sitting there. You have HOAs that you're going to pay every month. I think those places weren't they like 55 square meters or thereabouts? Something like that. So I'm assuming it's only $110, $120 per month for HOAs, unless they raised it, which is all possible. No, he's buying cash. Loan interest, yeah, 13%, 12.5 adjustable rates and all that, which makes it a no bueno. No, he's buying cash, loan interest, crazy. Exactly. That is a problem, I have to admit. Very, very big problem with their interest rates. But again, it's only going to get worse. They're devaluing their currency by default. They have no choice. They don't have enough tax revenue from their citizens because their citizens don't make enough money. And even if they did, they still have a problem because the infrastructure and everything they need to do costs billions of dollars. And they're not taxing the businesses, the rich guys. They're giving them tax cuts and tax breaks to build things But those tax cuts and tax breaks also means no infrastructure money. So that means self-fulfilling prophecy. They have to go borrow money from the IMF, from the United States, from Japan, from China, and they're charging them high interest rates, 8%, 7%, 9%. That's the fallout. And that devalues your currency, and they're at 60 plus to 1, 60 to 61 to 1 versus USD. As the year goes on, they're going to have to borrow some more money. They only borrowed 600 million last time. Only. What does that do for them? I don't know. How much does it cost to mess around with your electric grid so your power doesn't go off in all your damn cities? How much is it going to cost you to run sewer systems in 80% of the country, in those cities and countryside? See, we're talking about $1 trillion, my estimation, at least. Where are they going to get the $1 trillion? That's the $1 million question. They got 600 million already. They're going to have to ask for another 400 million, 500 million, 600 million. There goes your $1 trillion. How many more trillions will they need is the question. And where are they going to get the money from? You can't keep paying now their GDP, and your tourism industry is 20% of your GDP. If your tourism industry all of a sudden goes kaput, where are you going to get the freaking money from just to pay off your interest? I'm just saying, putting yourself in precarious situations. All right. You know what? In 2025, I'm also not going to be giving out people advice either. I shouldn't even have been saying anything about this. These guys get no more advice from me. All right. I've said what I said over the last 4 or 5 years. They watch. They don't want to listen. They want to keep playing around. They can go fall down all by themselves. I'm just going to sit here and say nothing. All right, so I got to stop doing that, by the way. No more. You guys aren't going to get any more. These projects, whatever you guys want to do your things. You guys are developers, whatever you want to do your thing. I'm out of it. You've already ruined the situation. 5, 6, 7 years to build stuff. Not coming up with the situation to stop people from getting ripped off. All that crap you guys don't want to handle. C'est la vie. All right. Now that I made that statement, day one. That's right. So you're not going to get no more help. Sorry. No more design help. No more how to sell things a little better. All that freebie stuff. Forget about it. You're on your own now. I'm still going to come visit. I'm still going to tell people where to get the best investments on the island. But you're about to be dwindled. Sorry. No more anything. And I got to give a shout out to a SSN Nation member, ladies and gentlemen. You will not believe what happened. The man is doing the thing. Remember, I always told you when you're doing something, you're actually doing this, you get very lucky. The guy is in Sosua. As he's walking around in Sosua, I've never been to Sosua, but you have seen pictures where they have these little businesses, these little not huts, but they're little shops that are by the beach, right? And so can you believe? You will not believe this. He's walking down the street and he sees this guy washing off in front of his place. But then he notices that there's like a condo on top. So he's actually sitting there and he talks to the guy. The guy says, I bought this business where the shops are for like 20, 30 grand or something. He's like, what did you just say? And he says, I actually built 2 stories of living quarters. Can you believe this city is allowing people to turn commercial property into residential property and rent it out? I could not believe what I was hearing. So then he gets a place. Of course, the locals are like, hold on, 1, 2 sold for that. This is a thing now. He had to pay 50,000 for his. But after his, of course, you know what happens, exponentials. Let me go see the next guy. Oh no, the next guys are like, oh no, no, no. We know what the word is on the street now. It's not 50 grand no more. It's not 20 grand no more. It's not 30 grand. For the first three guys, they got off like bandits. And guess what else? They're on water and sewer. Can you believe this? 50 G's for beachfront, not a business, but can turn it into residential. I'm just like, oh my God. What a deal. Can you believe this, ladies and gentlemen? Can you believe this? Yes, an SSN Nation member has hit the jackpot. $50,000 for beachfront residential, because that's what he's going to do. He already told me he's going to make it 2 stories high, because you can only make it 2 stories high. He's going to have, I guess, studio or 1 bedroom units. How much will a studio or 1 bedroom rent for on Sosua Beach, beachfront? Walk downstairs, you're on the sand. That is crazy. 50 grand. Knock the building down, and you can still build stuff there for about $1,000 per square meter. That's insane. $50,000 for a 500 square foot studio or 1 bedroom with ocean view on the beach. Crazy. Oh my God. Okay, winner. I won't say the name unless he's watching and wants to come in and chime in, but SSN Nation member told me. I was like, oh my. So needless to say, I was like, okay, what about the next? He's like, oh, no, 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 no. They want like hundreds of thousands now, apparently. I was like, of course, just like the guys who said, oh yeah, $200,000 for their acre and now want 1.5 or whatever the hell. Okay. Just like the guys at Macau Beach area, when they told me there 5 years ago, when I come down there and the Dominican guy starts saying, yeah, these lots right over here are $2,000, $2,500. I was like, what? Holy smokes. Okay, call somebody right now. I want to get one. If that's true. Well, okay, he calls somebody. He's like, nah, it ain't true no more. I was like, you just said last month. He goes, yeah, but people were over here buying, so now all the locals, they're no longer selling it for that much. I said, okay, I figured. Just timing is everything. That's how investments sometimes work. All right, make sure you smash the like button no matter where you're watching, the follow button, the heart buttons, the subscribe buttons, no matter where you are. That'd be greatly appreciated. We're not going to be on too much longer tonight. This is our second live stream of the night because the first one had a hiccup. It started doing, well, live stream attack, but it's okay. All right, so Victor Marrero, how much was the furniture package? Or how much is the furniture, shall I say, that he's putting in there? They have the white line at Rock, so we know he has all that. But what about the furnishings? It's a 1 bedroom. It's not that big, so you're going to have a sofa, a chair, TV, something to like a sofa back table or something of this nature, or underneath the TV, however you want to do it. You're going to have a dining room set. Generally, it'll be 4 people, so that's pretty real easy. A few pictures on the wall, hopefully ocean, water, uh, places that people visit for tourists. That's always kind of a good one as well. That's pretty easy. King size bed, nightstands, and hopefully, man, I don't even understand why some of these furniture packages include a 40-inch TV. Again, I shouldn't even be saying this, but no matter where you are, please stop with these freaking 30-some inch, 40-some inch TVs. All right, that's a travesty. You have guests. Give the people the damn 60, 65 incher, please. All right, come on, they're cheap. Stop doing this 40-50 thing. Just get him the big one. If you want to be real nice about it, 75, but no bigger. But 65 is pretty decent for a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom apartments at these small magnitudes. This little 40-inch screen thing, stop. Okay? Stop. Now, we'll get to Airbnbs these days because the playing field is changing a little bit. Airbnbs around playing games. In the old days, they used to have everybody on the same playing field. What do I mean by that? When I go and look up a location, you would see almost everybody in a cluster, and they would show the prices. Now what do? They show or promote certain people. You have to zoom in, and it starts showing you additional Airbnb hosts. So they have started changing the playing field. This always happens with businesses, right? But that's what goes down. All right, his furniture is $20K, but he's using an interior designer decorator. The decorator lady is from Russia, and I was very impressed with the pictures on her Instagram. Okay, well, can you expand upon this? Are you saying, wait, for a 1-bedroom, his furniture is $20K, but he already has the air conditioning and everything, white line, doesn't he? So how's he spending $20K? That's the most interesting thing. You can't. The place, unless it's not 700 square feet, I don't think. I think it's only like 50. It might be 600 max, but I don't think it's that big. This baffles me a little bit because you only have 2 rooms. The bed, well, okay, your bathroom, but the point is, you can't spend 10,000 a bedroom and 10,000 for a living room in a 1-bedroom. I don't see how. You're not even including appliances, I don't think, right? So how do we get there? Your sofa can't be. Let's say the sofa can't be $4,000. The coffee table can't be $2,000. Another dining room table and chairs cannot be $4,000. That'd be $10,000 right there. Then your bedroom set can't be $10,000. It can't. Your bed and everything can't be $4,000. Your nightstands can't be $4,000. Your TVs can't be $2,000. And I mean, there's other stuff too, like the table, right? You're gonna have to have a dresser. But again, all this can't be $10,000. Now, if you're saying that he's paying for the decorator, that's a whole nother issue. Because the decorator is going to want some money. So if you're saying the decorator might be $4,000, then I could see that. But there are also, let me see, there's just no way. We can't get to $10,000 per room. There's only 2 rooms, living, dining, and the bedroom. If you're going to spend that kind of money, then you should have went to OP and just had stuff specially made. You could have had your whole bedroom modeled with your own colors, your own design and everything for like $4,000. And that would have been a specialty thing too. So you would have had everything for $4,000 in a bedroom except for your TV and pictures or whatever. And then your living room, you would have just said, okay, give me this dining room table and give me this sofa, give me this coffee table, and I want that as my thing. There's no way. You can't spend $10,000. You would have spent like $4,000, $5,000. So I'm curious about the 20. His furniture, yes. Let's go see. Yes, but they're going all out. Just about everything is custom designed, including TV frames off the walls. He wants to stand out from the competition. He took notes from the Margaritaville. Victor Morrell, he should not be taking notes from Margaritaville. I'm just saying, You know what? Your brother's experimenting. He's experimenting. He didn't have to do all this. He's experimenting. So we'll see. Yes, that includes the decorator, the design and furniture delivery and positioning. Yeah, once you go with that designer situation, that's how he gets to 20 because they got to get paid. And you're right, there's delivery fees, but I mean, $400 or $300, whatever the case may be. But the point is, I will say this: since it's the Margaritaville, I do like him using that cue, that palette, because what they do is what you should do. It's light, it's airy, it's beachy, it's everything that people should do. So yes, I do like that. But I don't know if the what he's trying to do at Kana Rock Star is gonna have the same effect as at Margaritaville. Margaritaville has a brand. Kana Rock Star and Hard Rock and that area does not have a so-called brand. Their brand is going to come up, though. I will say that. But the real deal is this: will his rental of his unit, like, what did we say? He spent 126, and he's going to spend 146. Is that 126? I think 120, 120K. So he's going to spend 140. We'll just go a little more. We'll say 150. All right. And he's done. And he's going to have his up for sale, up for rent now. So he's going to be able to give us, since this is apparently happening in the first 2 months, he'll be able to be the guinea pig. He'll be able to tell everybody at the end of this year what his ROI has been. And especially since he used cash. So he's going to spend roughly 140 for sure. I like to round up. I'll just say 150. And then to get 10%, he's going to need 15,000 after the management fee, after HOA, after, I'm sure I'm missing something, but he's going to need that. So how much do you have to make if management is 25%? It might be 30, but we'll go 25%. So I like doing these mathematical equations, right? So I have to make 20,000 for the 25%, right? Because that's going to be $5,000. Then I think the HOAs are going to be what, 110, something like that. So now we got to be at 22,000, 23,000. Okay, so we do somewhere like 23,000. And how do we get to 23,000? If we do 50%, see, I'm doing reverse engineering. I like doing these mathematical equations. 50%, we do 180 nights. Sorry, hold on. 23,000 divided by 50%, which I don't know what the occupancy rate is. I got 127.7. Okay. So he only needs 180 times a reasonable $127 per night, 22,800 times 0.75, because that gives us the leftover. That's 17 grand. Take away 1,200, 17. Yep, that's about right. 17 grand minus 1,200. That's 15.8. Yeah, that gets us in the ballpark. So if he can get $127, $128 per night, it looks like, and he can get 50% occupancy, then he gets 10% annually. I think we can live with 10% annually. But can we get 50% occupancy right now? That's the $1 million question. And can he charge $127 a night for his one bedroom? The $1 million question. All right, Victor Morero, your brother's going to be the guinea pig, man. All right, that's going to be cool. That's going to be cool. More competition coming online at Conarock, Riviera Bay, and a few other things, but that doesn't really matter at this point because Macau is going to be off the charts. All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about tonight, please let me know. Stella Mari, I see you. Thank you so much for being on Instagram as well. Make sure you guys all hit the follow button. Thank you so much. Very, very happy to see you over there. Also, this is very exciting for you and your brother, Victor Morero. I want to do something because I love real estate and I want to go see something. Conarock, right? Conarock. Is it still conarock.info? Let's go see. If it's conarock.info, and here's where the problem. Remember, everybody here in the SSN Nation, remember when I said, do not buy anything for over 250 G's, right? Notice what he has said. They're selling one bedrooms at Conarock Star for $276,000. That means that is almost twice as much as he paid for his. Now notice he can charge, if he got 50% occupancy, he will get 10%, and he only has to charge $127 per night. But the person that's doing $276,000, in order for him to get the same percentage, he has to charge twice as much. $254 per night for his one bedroom. And get the same 180, 50% occupancy, 180 nights a year. He has to charge double to get the same 10%. So again, keep in mind when you're out here making investments, that's why you want to get in earlier for a lower price or get a lower price period, because that way you win. And as long as they don't have caps, meaning they don't wake up one day and just because all the other guys bought at 250 or 270 or 300, they don't say, well, you have to rent at $250 per night, just like the rest of them. You're like, I'll do it if that's the case, but if it's not the price, then why would I do that? I like making 10% or more every year. And here's the fact. Victor Morero and his brother are going to win because the rates for everybody else is going to be higher, which gives them an advantage. They'll be able to rent at a higher rate than most because the other people are going to be like, well, I'm not, if this is a one bedroom and why am I going to pay $240 a night when this guy's going to charge me $175, $199. And now the difference between 127, 128, and 199 is damn near $70 more. Now he just upped his annual income by, what is that? Damn near 40, 50, 60, 60%. That's crazy. That's a lot. So now he's making 16 G's to 17 G's annually for the same 50%. So, I mean, not hold on, 50% was 15,000, right? So now 60% more is what we're talking about. So now we're up to 18, 19, 20 G's annually. We're in that ballpark, closer to 20 G's. And he gets to raise his rate. And if things get real crazy where occupancy goes higher and the 250, 245 is a thing, okay, then he'll be at 225 to 245 is a thing. He'll still get his 50% occupancy. Win, win, win. That's how you buy, ladies and gentlemen. So Victor Morero and his brother bought at Connor Rock when it first showed up in 2018, 2019. And so they have the lowest prices pretty much that you can have. There are one bedrooms that were lower, but they were at Connor Rock condos. I think yeah, it was Connor Rock condos. All right, so I'm sitting over here. There's still 90 units available. I'm still over here. I'm checking some things out. They used to have prices on their website. Oh, they don't anymore. It says you have to reserve with $3,000. And I was looking up his star just to see what they would do. But wait, these are huge. Wait a minute. Two. Oh, wait. Don't see a one bedroom. All two bedrooms for sale. They're all over 109, 130 square meters. Well, Victor Marrero, they're saying available units from 305 on their website. But these are two bedrooms, though. They might have more, but the two bedrooms are over 300 grand. One bedroom right here. Let's see. We have a one bedroom, but they stopped showing prices, though. 99 square meters, which probably includes the patio area, but that's still a large unit. Very large. That's very nice. Very large unit. Um, Wonderful pools, two kids playground, two signature restaurants, and a gym. Really? That is cool. Real cool. I didn't know they had two restaurants. That's cool. All right, restaurants is awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. There you go. Hey, Victor Marrero, I want to know something. Didn't Connor Rock have its own furniture package? How much was that? How much was that? I'm going to show people something because what they show in their renderings is pretty sweet. Let's give them some credit. Oh, this is working even better right now. I like what's happening here. This is pretty cool. Check this out. This is cool. I think the screen was moving. There you go. That's not bad. Not bad at all. I mean, I don't like whiteouts personally, but it is what it is. If this was the furniture package, that's just rentables. So, but he doesn't have to be. I don't know what their furniture package would have been. But yeah, this place looks sweet. Connor Rock Star, Connor Rock Galaxy are probably going to be the top, along with Space and Terra. They got 4 properties over there that aren't done yet that's going to be off the charts. Apparently, this is done, though. So that's pretty cool. This adds to the territory. This is where I was, just so everybody understands. 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 2 wonderful pools, gym area. Apartment features fridge, electric stove, washer and dryer, extractor, fully air conditioned. Of course, here's the amenities: gym, golf course views, open air parking, golf cart parking, elevator, main lobby reception. Oh, and mini mart. Just what Connor Rock needed. This place right here increased its value just off the mini mart and 2 restaurants. Now you don't have to leave them premises. You can chill out. And the new agreement with the pool, I mean not the pool, the Hard Rock Beach Club, where owners and guests can walk through and go to the beach. That's the best thing they ever did because they'll have more people going out there now, and then they're going to stop and spend money at the bar and restaurant and things like that. So that would be pretty cool. Pool. So this right here is set up beautifully. Got to give them credit. Looks beautiful, is beautiful. I can't say anything bad, but I'm giving some advice, but only to individuals. So he did a great job getting this at the 120K price. This is similar in box. You can see Seven Palms Elite. This is similar where you can buy a 1 bedroom for 119, 120. The same type of thing. They're inside Vistacana. Not this nice, but the features inside Vistacana is restaurant, bars, shopping and all that is within Vistacana. So similar type of thing, just not immediately right there. But at Elite, they have a mini mart at their place too, because that's one of the things I was talking with the architect. Well, sending the architect messages. I've never really talked to him other than when I was there in person. But I was telling him, make sure you get a mini mart on your properties, man. Where are they? I'm just, but that's my advice for him. I like him, so I'll give him advice. All right, so they're doing the damn thing. All right, yes, yeah, he's going to be doing great, man. You'll be pressed to make money with anything over 250K, especially with the loan and management company. You can forget about it. Oh, Victor Marrero, I forgot about that aspect. Thank you for mentioning that because you are exactly right. That will be a problem, a huge problem. Because now let's think of it this way. You guys already know what we need to do for 10%. We need $127 per night, which is might be doable with all the amenities they have and the proximity to Hard Rock. And also, we got 15,000, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I don't know what the payment plan was. I think it was 50% down. I think it was a 1040. But let's just use a number. All right? I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. I'm going to go do something because, you know, this is all about how we invest, right? I'm going to go to a Google calculator on screen so that way people can see that. Well, so then this way we can go do some things, right? Oh, that's not what I really want. Hold on a second. I want, hold on, Google mortgage. And notice they changed it over the years. So therefore it's a little bit different, but let's go, they take some things out now, which is kind of messed up. Which one? They mortgage calculator. I'll use this one. All right. Let's go see. Is this on screen? No, it's not. We're going to add it though. All right. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. To Victor Marrero's point, we're going to use the same numbers that we have been using already, right? Where we get $127, we make 10%, we make $15,000 per year, right? But guess what happens if he would have had to go get even 40%, right? 40% of 120,000. We'll use that. I won't use the 150 because the other portion was the furniture. But 120, I'll use it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but times 0.4. We'll use like he paid 60% down. All right. So we got 48,000. Imagine this, ladies and gentlemen. 48. I wonder if we can even go this low. Can we really go this low? Let's see. 48,000. Down payment, no, is okay, I'll have to do this a different way. 120. Then I go 40%. Oh, 48,000. So that means 48. Oh, 40 is 80. Is that 82? Is that 82? Let me see. 82,000, yeah. Yeah, 82,000. Isn't that right? No, that's 8,200. Okay, 82,000. Hold on. Do I have this on screen? No, I don't. You guys don't even know what I'm doing. Hold on. Check this out. Okay, so here it is. Loan amount. That's, oh, I see what I did. No wonder this isn't looking right. Okay, 120,000, right? Yeah, that's 120. 82,000 down payment. So I'm off 72,000. 72,000 down payment leaves 48,000. Here we go. Monthly payment, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. $2,500 per month. This is an L at this point. That'd be an L. That's crazy. We can't do that. You want to know what's worse? The interest rate would be something like this. That's what's worse. Wait, did it do anything? Oh, wait, what happened? Oh, it redid it for me. Hey, here we go. Now we got it right. 846. There had to be some glitch because that was 2,500. That's way off. Okay, 846 a month. That is, that's over 9 grand. That leaves us 6 grand. That's not good. They got a property tax of 2,700, which we can take that out. He's not going to have any property tax, so it's a little bit lower. But that's 10%, which actually the loans aren't 10%. They're higher than that. So that drops it to 621, which is good. But unfortunately, the reports are 12% adjustable rates, 13% adjustable rates, which is insane. So that's what we're looking at, ladies and gentlemen. Going from $1,200 per month in profit to $500 per month just because you have a mortgage. Now, some of you will say, at least I didn't have to pay the full 120. Okay, that's a valid point. But now that's 500 per month coming in versus 1,200 to 1,300 a month on average. So now you're going to sweat a little bit more, because if you do have a failed month, you're going to have to pay the 693 plus your HOAs. So you're going to be at $800 per month potentially if you're not able to rent it or it just sits vacant. So that's the difference between cash and loan values. All right. Hopefully you guys saw that. So that was pretty cool. I always like getting into it. Do I want to exit screen share? No. We'll leave it there. All right, let's see. There aren't any more first floor swim ups. He had a unique swim up. Cool. Yeah, swim ups are cool. E. White has a swim up at Riviera Castagna. And I was trying to get a swim up at Vista Cana at the Lagoons Residences, and it sold out within like 24 hours. It was crazy. They do have their package, but they wanted $30K for a 1 bedroom? Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell to the no. No, that isn't even a thing. Hell no. That's why. I would have said hell no. Yes, I went to their mini market. They had everything from cleaning supplies to even alcohol. Oh, it already exists. This is great news, Victor Morrell. That changes everything. Somebody was listening. So that is great, because that's what was needed out there at Cana Rock was the mini marts. So the fact that they did it, even alcohol, that is a winner for them. That is something that was sorely lacking, and it's very nice to see that somebody was paying attention, because that's what was missing. Cana Rock condos and all the other stuff that was previously built, no mini market. So people were left out there late night having to either go into the Hard Rock or take an Uber. So this is great. People can actually go get something within a 200-yard radius. That's pretty cool. That is awesome. So that is great to hear. So that has increased the value of the Cana Rock property, that one, and who's ever next door on either side. That is brilliant. That's beautiful. That is what we wanted to see out there. So now they're rocking and rolling. Glad to see it. All right. Let's see what else we're going to get into, but I think this is going to be it tonight. I'll see you guys on Friday night at the SSN Nation Friday night live stream at 9:10 p.m., so you don't want to miss that. If you want to come join us in the Dominican Republic for the SSN Lifestyle Punta Cana Investors Forum, please go to ssnlifestyle.com and go check out the information there, just so you know, all right? And I'd love to see you in person because 2025 is going to be a stone cold gas. Legends never die. So we're going to make things happen for you. You're going to get the information. Make sure you get your assets. Higher taxes, higher prices, higher inflation. Are you going to be ready? We're going to get you ready. If you're not ready yet, then you got to go get your dividends. Make sure you go check it out. If you missed the Monday night live stream, Victor Marrero, everybody, guess what? The top 5 ETFs. VOO, VTI, they were in the top 5. QQQ, SPDR, and I can't remember the 5th one. But guess what? You guys were always on track. We didn't lead you down a stray street. You were here. You heard. You saw it. And oh, I finally found my list. No wonder I couldn't find it. It was bedtime reading. There's the list. These are some of the real estate investment trusts. These are some of the ETFs. Here's the list. We like dividends. But notice VGT, VOO, SPR, DR, VTI was all on the list. The top 5. We're on the list for you guys. All I'm saying. I love it when a plan comes together and we're giving out the right information for investors, for people of the SSN Nation to actually follow. We did not lead you astray. In fact, I should bring it up because I don't know how I'm going to bring it up because let me see if I can find it. Top 5 ETFs for 2024. I think it was on CNBC if I'm not mistaken. Since we're over here crowing, we might as well crow some more, right? Leading people to the right water is always cool. All right. It was on CNBC, I think. CNBC. Oh, and by the way, 20% increase again for VOO, by the way. Just letting you guys know. Or higher. Let's see if it was CNBC. I'll bring it up then. The inflows. That's what it was. ETF crosses 1 trillion. The top inflows. Well, I'm just saying. I love it when a plan comes together, courtesy of Brian P. Once again, you know, he's out here doing, as they say, God's work, studying, sharing the info. The inflows, right where we told you guys to be. That was it. Number 1. That's right. I'm going to pull this up in a second. But I find it very, very cool. Why is that? Okay. Oh, I see. You're hiding on me a little bit. That's cool. Here we go. Then on winners. You're the next contestant. All right, here we go. Okay, hold on. Let me get here. Where are we? All right. You guys don't want to miss this stuff. See, this is what happens when you miss the live streams. Here we go. The inflows. Here it is. ETFs cross 1 trillion of inflows in 2024, extending record year. Look here. The fund that has enjoyed the biggest demand this year is the Vanguard S&P 500 VOO. I don't believe it. Can you guys believe it? I don't believe it. I do believe it. Let's stop playing out here. Look, VOO. Here we go. Does this say VTI right here? Does this say QQQ right here? The only ones we never talked about was the IVV and the IBIT, but we talked about other Bitcoin. These are inflows though. This isn't the actual record on the investments, but I just wanted to let you guys know. Just so you understand, you guys were always, look at this, VOO has $100 billion. Good God almighty. In the inflows, not their total cap. This is just for inflows in 2024. And you can't blame anybody. 20%, come on. 20 to 30. Actually, year over year, they're like 30%. The VTI, the VOO, the VOOG, the I think VCR is even in on it. The VTSAX, that's in on it. These things are over 30% year over year. It's crazy. QQQ, it's because the S&P 500, of course. But anyhow, just had to show you guys you're on the right track all along. Let's go with top ETFs. I'll do this. ETFs for 2024. There's several. You can't lose when you're breaking all-time stock market records. Isn't that what happened in 2024? It's hard to lose that way, right? You just have to be in it to win it, kind of thing, right? So it could, a lot of them. There'd be a lot. Um, let's see what they show over here. Let's so Marie, never heard of it. Fang plus ETF fund. Okay, FOF. I'm just searching. I didn't even look up how to. It's VOO. Of course, VTI, QQQ, of course, of course, of course. Let's see what Morningstar says. They got 8 instead of 5. Let's see the other ones. We'll see the other 3 that we didn't see already. All right, then I'm going to wrap this up. I'll see you guys on Friday night at 9:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I did a 10-minute countdown. I did a new funky intro, and then it all got messed up. Because I found out that I can't switch back over to the studio that I need to switch to, and then it all of a sudden started doing glitches. And I was like, I do it. Here we go, SP, of course. QQ, of course. No surprise there. All right. So we added some more. We knew it was that. And so, with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're up tonight. I want to thank everybody for being here. Once again, appreciate all the impact that you're helping with other people, giving out this information, sharing the information. I greatly appreciate it. So, thank you so much, everybody. You know, Victor says, yes, we went to the mini mart. They had everything. Then down here, you can't go wrong with those ETFs, especially long term. Exactly. Those are the ones. Those are the assets. Those are the assets. Yeah, VOO, we've been talking about for years. Is great. But if you want to trade a special option, you need to go to QQQ and SPY due to volume. This is true. This is very true. That's if you're doing options. I agree. Also, speaking of options, make sure you get your credit intact. If you need help with your credit, debt gone in 2 years to be back to normal, where you have your credit rocking and rolling again, get your debt reduction plan. Tracy, TARCY, at resolvefinance.com. TRACY at resolvefinance.com. All right. Send her an email. Tell her you're from SSN Nation. Eric sent you. Do that. You'll be in good hands, great hands. She loves what she does. Just like I love what I do, she loves what she does. She helps people. That's what matters. All right. So, once again, we're demonetized. I should give out. I got to change the live stream. I'm going to add some cash apps, some other things because we don't have memberships anymore. They demonetize because, quite frankly, they can. Because I did put in things from other social media platforms. So, for instance, I have stuff on, Instagram, and I take the videos from there and I post up on YouTube for shorts. That is against the rules now. You can't do that crossover without changing it. So, in other words, even though I can copy the video, I have to either probably put my, got to put my face in it or write some things on the screen or change it somewhat before I do it. But all those ones I did are on the website. So yes, I violated that thing that they call they didn't want other social media just adapted from other social media. So I guess that's why I was demonetized. So I have to remove all of those, which I don't know if I am. But anyhow, Cash App is Stop Struggling Now. $sign Stop Struggling Now in case you want to donate to the Stop Struggling Now cause. If you want to go get some of the Army fatigue gear, the green, the blue, the yellow, no yellow yet. The green, the blue, the gray shirts, Emerging Millionaire, it's there. No excuses. That t-shirt, there. Nobody's coming to save you. Hoodie, t-shirt, there. Go to stopstrugglingnow.com. Go see the Stop Struggling Now merchandise. The link is also down below in the description box. Don't want to miss that. All right, a bunch of things we're going to be talking about this year, and we're going into the sales mode because we're going to have our own SSN lifestyle brands. Speaking of brands, K2, D3, Magnesium. That's right. That also, SSN Lifestyle and the upscale SSN Lifestyle branding is coming to a city near you. That's right. We're back in the saddle. I'm trying to debate on if I have enough time to go to the Sundance Film Festival this year because I said, okay, it's time for me to expand. But we still have first things first that we need to handle. So I can't get there in 2.5, 3 weeks because I got other things to do. Got to go down to Florida. Got to go handle some business. Got to go to Cali. Oh, go to Vegas. Everybody in Vegas. I'll be in Vegas here shortly too. So I'll be in Vegas. So that means we'll be going live from Las Vegas area, and I might be streaming on the boardwalk or doing some stuff on the strip, checking things out. And it's kind of chilly just thinking about it now because in December I need a jacket. So par for the course. But nonetheless, thank you everybody for being here. I'll see you guys on another day. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. And that's why we have to talk about day one. Make sure you get rid of all your debt as soon as possible. Day two. Make sure after you get rid of all that debt, you use what you were paying for debts to buy assets. Day two. What are assets? It's things that pay you. It's also going to be now gold, silver, precious metals, but not a large, but a little bit more than usual. You got to add that into your arsenal now. The rest of the world uses gold and silver. They can use that. And precious metals, just so you know. And rubies and diamonds. But let's just stick with the basics. Because no matter where you are, you can always trade gold, silver, platinum, palladium, copper, all that. Okay, just keep that in mind. And you're still going to need some sort of business effort. You're going to have to be bringing in revenue. Those assets that pay you while you're sleeping, you're going to have to do that. Bitcoin, Ethereum, you're going to have to get a little bit of that as well. Protect yourself. And you're going to need property outside of the United States or outside of the country that you live in. So some of you may not be in the U.S., but I already know 1 or 2 people is going to be outside the U.S. that sees this video because for whatever reason, YouTube doesn't show us outside of the USA for some weird reason. But if you do get to see this and you're outside the USA, you need to get something outside of your country. No matter what country you're in, get an asset outside of your country. Also, think about parking things outside of your country. Just saying. Bank accounts, if you can, outside the USA, outside of your country. If you can get assets outside of your country, businesses outside of your country, all of that gives you leverage on a worldwide scale. And that's what we want from you for the next 2.5 years, to put yourself in what safer zones potentially, because it all could crumble, but you want to be diversified just in case. All right. All the better if you have real estate somewhere else as well that you can hide out, go to, hang out, do whatever you got to do, rent it out, whatever. All right. So hopefully everybody understands what I'm saying. And again, I love you guys after all these years. Another year is here. Another year to be your best, to improve, to gain more knowledge and information. This is the year to do it because there's going to be a lot of turmoil, ups and downs, and you got to take advantage of the ups and take advantage of the downs. But I'm going to be here for it. Hopefully you'll be here for it too, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you can see it on the screen down below. But with all that said, just make sure you stay safe out here. Don't do anything crazy because a lot of people are going to be under stress, and you got to keep a level head. And with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.